Yes,
the October issue of GQ.
Yes, I remember that.
It was so funny. All right, the October issue of GQ features a special report on how American men feel about masculinity in 2025. Compared to the height of the Me Too movement 6 years ago, the magazine polled nearly 2,000 American men and features interviews with 8 famous men with their views on the great masculinity divide and key issues facing men today. Joining us now, Global Editorial Director for GQ, Will Welch. It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
What is the masculinity divide?
Well, I think in 2016 when we published 2019 when we published the new masculinity issue, there was this moment when men were sort of breaking out of the mold of traditional forms of masculinity and beginning to decide that they might determine for themselves what masculinity looked like rather than inheriting the sort of machismo that they felt from their fathers. Now, 6 years later, that's still true, but I think what we're finding is there's, especially in the chaotic political environment, this idea that each man is going to look inside himself and discover from his heart and his spirit what his own masculinity might look like is causing some confusion. So that's the nature of this divide. I think there's a big debate going on about what masculinity should look like now, and if you look at the arc of masculinity, it's like we're going through some growing pains.
I would say also, I mean, speaking of the growing pains, and I can only say this looking through the eyes of my younger children.
Sure.
There's also, it seems to me from what I've seen and what I've heard from them, there's also been a backlash.
Yeah.
There's been a backlash to males who think that they were pushed too far into a corner, and unfortunately, for not even a small percentage of them, there is a toxic sort of masculinity. I'm not saying for the majority of males, but for people that follow influencers that tell them they need to be disrespectful to women.
Right.
I mean, the sort of thing that we were raised like you open. I don't. If this offends anybody, sorry. We were. You treat women with respect. You open car doors for them. You stand up when they come to the table. You carry bags. You jump up on an airplane. You grab their bags and help them if they need that. I mean, that's how we grew up. And now there seems to be, after this big divide, a backlash and a small...
Something different going on.
I won't even say a small percentage are following these influencers who have a very toxic view of how young men should behave.
Yeah, I mean, when I think back to being in high school in Atlanta in the 90s, there were like 4 archetypes for men. There were jocks, nerds, goths, stoners. That was it.
Right.
Which one were you, Will?
I was sort of like...
You're sort of the goth stoner.
Bridge the divide.
I was like not great jock and not full nerd, somewhere in the brackish water.
Okay.
Exactly.
And now it's...
The brackish waters of masculinity.
That's right.
Okay, well, I'm going to write that down. Go ahead.
But I do think that coming out of the Me Too movement, men were feeling, and young men were obviously observing this as they're coming of age, they're feeling very much under fire. So what we were trying to do with that issue, and this one as well, is sort of chart a constructive path forward rather than it just being all critique all the time. Because I think young men understood through the Me Too movement, okay, like this old machismo isn't working, but how do you move forward?
Well, and Willie, we talked about this time and again. I make no mistake of it. I'm talking about how there is a percentage of toxic masculinity right now, but we also talked about it in real time, that there were a lot of young men, boys, learning that they were toxic just because they were boys and being pushed into the corner. And I warned a lot of people, you push them into that corner, you're not going to like how they come out.
Yeah, it turns out if you tell somebody again and again, you're toxic, you're inherently bad, sit down and shut up, your time has passed. If you try to have a conversation, you're mansplaining, all those things accumulated over time with a lot of young men, and it's having political ramifications now. So as you talk, Will, about a constructive path forward, where is sort of that middle ground as you talk to these guys?
Yeah, well, Glenn Powell, who's on the cover, in our cover story, has a great quote, which he says, I think it's tough and cool. So That's like ringing positive alarm bells for men, to be open and vulnerable. And so that's the discussion we're trying to lead. This old idea of a masculinity that is invulnerable at all times. I think we can all agree it wasn't working anymore. And in a way, I think that was the positive takeaway of the discussion around Me Too, which is this old machismo isn't going to work. And so finding a way to be open and vulnerable but confident, and this is hard in the social media era where you have comparison culture. And we interviewed 21 college men, and one of the things that really came through was that they all feel like they're surveilling each other. So if you behave in a way that is kind of uncool, your friend is going to be recording it or posting about it. Or if you post something that is uncool, you're doing that for your whole community and in a way for the world to see. And that is a source of extreme anxiety. And then we also know that there's economic uncertainty, these questions about housing costs and the American dream. Am I going to be able to grow up and provide for my family the way that my father did for me?
Well, and Rev, there is a balance here. And again, I'm only speaking for myself. I don't want anybody else to get blown up on social media, but you can be vulnerable, you can be open, and you can also be a provider. You can be a protector. Who's the guy on Pivot? We love him.
Scott Galloway.
Scott Galloway always talks about that. Yeah. His definition of masculinity is you protect your family, you protect your community, you protect your country, you provide for those around you, you stand up and you help all of the, not just women, but your children, everybody around you. So you can be vulnerable, you can be sensitive, you can also be strong and be a provider and a protector.
And I think that the question becomes where you draw the line. But in your research toward this article, how much does politics and culture play into this? Does a Trump male supporter differ from a more liberal progressive or supporter of another politics? Does somebody in one community as opposed to another? How do you find the common ground to define this that goes across political and cultural lines?
Yeah, I mean, I think that common ground really comes through in the survey we did of about 2,000 American men, where you're seeing this mix. So there's this feeling that the wokeism and that Trump has come out so strongly against went too far. Right. But then there's also data saying that 80% of men today believe that child rearing should be 50-50 between partners.
Right.
So you're seeing both this.
But here's what you found also.
Please.
43% of men under 35 say they often feel lonely. 33% of men say they're having sex less often compared to 5 years ago. While 49% saying they're going to parties less often. 33% of men under 35 say they are worried about how porn affects their relationship or dating life. And I mean, these are real issues because of technology and COVID and school shootings. These young men have been brought up in a very different and challenging environment.
And an isolated, lonely environment. And Scott Galloway has some shocking statistic that a high percentage of young men have never gone up to a woman and asked them out on a date.
Doesn't
the sort
happen.
of thing that, I started doing that
Now there's ghosting.
at 15, and I got no answer for about a decade. But still, I tried. But they don't do those basic things.
Yeah, and I do think a lot of that is driven by the isolation of COVID and then social media. And to your question, I think we have to think about how do we repair community, the fabric of community in America, which is how we socialize each other, how we feel supported. This loneliness that came through really strong in the data. I think an element of community is the key there, and then that also brings me personally to questions just about like the spiritual fabric of America, because it's when it's loneliness and isolation you start thinking about spirituality and community as the antidote.
The October issue hits newsstands on September 23rd.
By the way, I'm so sorry to interrupt. You said spirituality. Yeah. Just one final thing. For the first time in decades, and Rev will know this, church numbers have started to go up.
Yeah.
First time in decades in the West. And young men are leading the way there.
Yeah, I think this article is going to be major. I mean, it's going to really strike a lot of nerves and get people thinking about it. And a suggested follow-up is talking to women.
Yeah.
Because I bet you'll see, I mean, especially in terms of what they want in a partner if they choose men. You know, and you might see some synergy there because
Absolutely.
there's just been two extremes, and they're all lonely. The October issue hits newsstands on September 23rd, and the survey will be available on GQ.com later this morning. Global editorial director for GQ, Will Welch, thank you very much for coming
Thank you,
on the
Will.
show
Thanks,
this
you guys.
morning.
Appreciate it.
See ya.